Talk to Taylor.
Oh, what? Just the nicest guy in Tulsa. This is a new summit event bringing together civic leaders committed to serving the local community, and it's all kicking off this month in conjunction with Hunger Action Month.
And one of the guys behind it, you just may recognize. Taylor Hanson's here with more about how you can help. Now, I got to call Casey out because you're doing so much for the community, and this morning we're like, we're confused about what all of this is.
No, it's fine. It's a lot to cover. I mean, first of all, I don't know if I can follow hairballs and
I know, I'm sorry.
And we're sorry.
$100 million
I
mansions.
set that up for you.
There's several things happening. One is since meeting you guys earlier this year and talking about the festival, there's been kind of a mood in the Hanson camp, which has been really putting a lot of energy into Tulsa because we're proud of the city, and a lot of times we leave, we get on the tour bus and we travel, all our energy goes out, and it's an awesome job to have. That's a good job description, to get to travel and play music. But this kind of is partly fueled by that focus on, hey, what can we are we bringing together, focus on our energy in Tulsa. So one of the anchors is the conversation itself. The Conversation With is an event that is mostly invited guests, but it's invited guests, from across the spectrum, from foundation leaders, a lot of the civic leaders. We've got a lot of the city leadership, elected folks that are there, business leaders. But the purpose is to create a gathering point where the commonality between everybody in the room is passion for seeing Tulsa kind of become a better city, build partnership.
Sure.
Yeah.
We're honoring a former U.S. ambassador that has a history in Oklahoma, amazing ambassador, and he's kind of the gathering point that says, hey, if we can extrapolate some ideas of communication that come out of being a really successful ambassador that has to build relationships and kind of solve problems, we could probably start becoming a really much stronger city that is solving problems. That event is specifically raising money to fight hunger in Tulsa. So all the attendants that are coming to the event are raising money for Iron Gate Soup Kitchen, which is an awesome deal. And you see some footage from the last thing.
This was the first Food on the Move, right?
Right, exactly. And what the event is also doing is leading us to the bigger discussion about hunger issues in Tulsa. What we took away from our conversation with the food bank, as well as Iron Gate, who's we're raising money directly for with the seats at the conversation, was mobilizing food to reach those that are hungry and help face the food desert issues in Tulsa. There's areas all over town where there's no grocery stores.
Yeah.
And there's it all comes back to economics. We're talking about there's not a gathering point that says, hey, this is the center of our community.
Right.
And so with some amazing partnership from the health department, the food bank, RNG Mobile Grocery Store, that is this mobile store, we're starting after the conversation announcing the official launch of this partnership.
Cool.
Which is going to take, food trucks are donating a certain amount.
Yeah.
We've got the RNG Grocery Mobile Grocery Store. We got fresh produce, and these events are pay as you can, so that folks that are in areas that aren't maybe able to either thinking about their next meal or they can get the next meal, are able to walk through, get awesome food from food trucks and also fresh produce. But you can also walk through and just go, hey, there's no grocery store in my neighborhood, but today, on this day of the week, I can go grab eggs and meat, and milk and stuff that should be there. And what we're hoping is that the conversation, the summit, is a moment to get everybody talking about these issues.
And it's next Friday. Can people come to this and join the conversation?
They can. So, like I said, it's a small event. So we didn't, we haven't been ringing the bell because it's a small
not a lot of
event.
people know about it yet.
And it's an invite, mostly invite only, but people can now go to the website and register to say, hey, I'd like to attend. We do have a lot of foundations that we've asked to donate seats.
Cool.
So we're going to select people. If you say, hey, I can't afford to buy that seat because it's a fundraiser, we're trying to raise money, but if you can tell us about your community service and kind of your passion for community service, you'll be one of the folks that may be able to join us. And there's also already a lot of, like I said, a lot of teachers, a lot of individuals that are going to be in the room with those that are the givers in the city.
Such a great leader, man.
Yeah,
Well, no, but
it's
a real cool thing to see convergence of different people around an issue.
I know, and I wish we could keep talking this, and we're going to have to wrap in a
Sorry,
minute. But I want to ask you, isn't it
fountain of
great? You don't even
talking.
have to ask him that many questions. You just let him go, and he'll go for like 10 minutes. the thing is about you is that you guys have been so successful, you and your brothers. You have dipped your toes in so many different business ventures now with music and with beer and Hop Chain with such success. Thank you for
awesome
that.
event.
Looking forward to
Amazing.
next year. But why is doing something like this so important to you? Because you can see your passion. You talk about it.
Well, you know, Tulsa's an awesome city. I grew up in the West Side. You know, some of the worst poverty issues in Tulsa are west of the river and near Sand Springs, and there's also huge challenges in the north of town that people know about for a long time.
Yeah.
And I just don't think we're going to be the city we want to be until we, as a city, come together and say this issue, hunger specifically, is indicative of a deeper issue, which is lack of community. You know, if we're not crossing streets and helping to feed those that are genuinely hungry, we're not really becoming the city we should be. And so I'm not the only person saying that by any means. I'm coming alongside amazing people at the food bank, at the health department, churches, a lot of our city leadership, a lot of foundations that have been doing amazing work.
Yeah.
And so what we're inviting people to do is, one, know that next Friday this conversation is happening, and a lot of people will be able to come to the website, register to come. You can go give money, and then out of that, Food on the Move is hopefully one of the legacies of this gathering, which is going to be this mobilization of focus on food, and
it's just going to grow.
It's going to start to grow and grow, and
thank you.
Get people going. You know,
You're awesome,
Well,
Taylor
thanks
Hanson.
for starting the conversation, and that's just what this is. The very first Conversation With is going to take place again on September 19th. For more information on the event, Food on the Move, visit theconversationwith.com and foodonthemoveok.com. Stay and hang out on the couch with us. He's like, nah, maybe. Okay, so it's one of our favorite sushi spots in town. What deal in the Raw is featuring for Restaurant Week?
Perfect with hunger in Tulsa that we're talking about. And we know Amy Brazier loves her exercise props. Well, she's got her latest moves and easy equipment to add to your home gym. Don't go anywhere.